All right, so I'm gonna try to avoid the whole like YouTuber thing. We're not really gonna spend a lot of time like pleasing the algorithm or doing any of that weird shit. You're having a tough time learning how to ollie. It's probably frustrating you. It's probably one of the biggest hurdles that you're going through right now. So while I please the algorithm for like 2 seconds, grab your skateboard, put your shoes on, and I'll meet you outside, all right? Ollies are a fundamental technique in skateboarding. Groundbreaking, some would say. If you're trying to progress in your skateboarding tricks, ollies are crucial, and the first thing you need to know with skateboarding. Here are 5 crucial techniques to landing your first ollie. Thank you, YouTube gods. All right, come outside, let's go skate. Okay, so there's one like game-changing thing that you need to learn before you even try to land on the board and roll away from an ollie. And that's gonna be learning what pop is. But we'll get to that in a little bit. First thing you wanna learn is where to put your feet. You're gonna kinda wanna situate your front foot a little bit just below the bolts, and your back foot is gonna be kind of on the pop, but a little bit in the pocket as well. Now, the first thing I want you to try to do is just put your board on the ground and just press down on the tail. Just do that a couple times. Get used to kind of the board jumping up under your foot a little bit. And once you kind of get a little bit comfortable with that, start trying to snap the tail off the ground. And this is gonna be what we're commonly referring to as pop. It's essentially gonna be the snap of the tail off the ground that's kind of creating that jumper, so to speak. Next idea that you're kind of gonna wanna wrap your head around is probably the idea of sliding your front foot just up to where the nose starts to curve. You want to let that curvature of the nose like stop your foot naturally from sliding. And that curvature is actually going to be what ends up allowing your board to even out a little bit later once you kind of get like the comfort pocket going with your ollies. Basically, once you're comfortable kind of snapping your ankle into that pop, kind of like letting your foot relax a little bit and bend freely in tandem with that slide of your front foot, kind of do both at the same time, not like completely, but just to get the rhythm of the feeling down. And then I would just go for it. I think that one of the things you should try to avoid is doing it completely still. I wouldn't sit in a crack or try it in the grass or anything if you're trying to actually learn how to land on it. Getting comfortable jumping back on the board, I would do that for sure. But yeah, I think one of the easiest ways to kind of jump in is to just hit the ground rolling, literally. If you can get a little tiny bit of movement while you're trying it, it's probably going to help both of your feet work together. And then ultimately just practice. Keep trying it over and over again. One of the best ways that I learned to kind of like clean my ollies up when I was younger was I used my skateboard for transportation a lot, like actually going from point A to point B. And when you're doing that, not really focusing on tricks, it's a good time to kind of like practice dropping down curbs, ollieing up curbs, kind of like speeding through like speed bumps or little cracks and stuff, getting used to just being a little bit more limber on your skateboard and just spending time, just put the time in, practice. If you're not outside skateboarding right now, you need to smash that like button. If you are outside skating, try it out for a little bit and then smash that like button, all right? There's a video that YouTube thinks you're gonna like. I just landed an impossible today. Go check that video out too. All right, love you guys, have fun. Also really quick, I forgot to mention, shout out Hank for requesting this video. If you guys wanna see any other tutorials for tricks in the future, let me know, bye.